And hello and welcome to the stream. Just gonna post our rules real quick. There we go. So, if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Shiro. I'm a comic artist. What I usually do on these streams is I talk a little bit about what happened artistically in the past week, usually to me because I am the host of the show, I own the show, and I do whatever I want on this show. And then after that we move on to the current comic project that I stream for you guys, so you guys can have fun and laugh at me, I mean with me, and for about 2 hours. Also, sometimes I struggle with looking at the camera because I have ADHD and sometimes I get distracted by the chat window that's way over here. Hi Paul! Good afternoon Shiro, your Julie card is amazing, thank you. Hope that you can do commissions again soon. Yeah, right now I'm kind of like up to the natural color with work. I know you commissioned the card recently. I will get to it, I promise. You know I will. The Catholic guilt will not let me scam you. Hang on, I just gotta clean my eyes real quick and then we'll move on to the art news. Nothing new under the sun. People are still scamming writers with AI-made book covers. But I have good news concerning myself. For a change. Oh, whoa, I can see! So because sometimes I like to spoil myself a little bit. I got myself, because I couldn't wait for it to show up on Amazon.ca. Straight from the Kool-Aid store, it is the third set of granulating colors, the lunar set. And look at that. Unlike the first set, they don't look like forbidden chocolate. You can actually tell what the first color of these set is supposed to look like right away. I need a Batty Lorax. Well, you can keep trying to summon the Batty Lorax, and if the Wheel of Morality keeps denying you, feel free to commission. So let's open this up so you guys can look at it a little closer. If you follow me on my socials, you already know what it looks like open. But now, as you can see from the water damage at the bottom, they have been tested, and I do not want to lean them any further because they are understandably loose in the package. Come on. And they always supply an empty pan if you don't have a pan of your own to dilute the color, because that's how they work. You're supposed to dilute them, wait a little bit, and then once you dip your brush in the diluted color, you don't rub and remix it. You just dip your brush and let Jesus take the wheel on the paper. And then I opened my swatch book and I realized I never swatched any of my granulating colors set. So of course, I rectified this horrible mistake right away. I have a lot of art supplies, as you guys can see. And of course, in the forever words of every parents out there, do what I say, don't do what I do. When swatching watercolors, it is always better to swatch them on the paper that you plan to use with them. I don't do that because my swatch book is made out of regular computer paper. I just do it to catalog the colors I have. However, so of course it doesn't give you exactly the results that you quote-unquote expect, but it still gave me some ways to categorize the colors. And I don't know if you can see it on camera. This would be, yeah, this is lunar pink. And lunar pink actually divides itself. The camera hates pink. And my camera, my scanner, my phone, they all hate pink. This should not be in there. But this is an adorable mix of pink and neon orange. Of course, under it we got Lunar Orange, who does the same thing, but with the focus on the orange itself. And then we have Lunar Green, then Lunar Lime, but honestly it should be the other way around from what I'm seeing, but I can see the lime in the middle of the green here. And finally, Lunar Blue. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with these colors, but I definitely want to do something with Lunar Pink. I love the mix. It makes me think of my one Barbie horse that I have. Her name is Blizzard. She doesn't move. She doesn't have any joints or articulations, but she's hollow. She's white with a gray arse and some white specks on it, and if you grab her and you shake her, she will jingle because they put sleigh bells inside her, and that's adorable. And the reason why it makes me think of her is because the outfit that they made for that horse is bright neon pink orange. It's got a bit of blue and green in there, and of course fur, because Blizzard, she's a winter horse. Like her saddle and her bridle are bright neon pink too. I love her. She's cute. Big giant Barbie eyes, of course. So that's the first news. In between the two news, real quick, we are now up to 86% on the caddy gold. Thank you so much. Couldn't do it without you. I'm gonna move that over here because we are going to move to my desktop real quick, because I have been promising it for a while, and I will probably mention it again once we have more people in the stream. Like, it was sunny all day, and the minute I turn on the webcam, like, it's dark and I look like I'm going to narrate a horrible horror story. I finally found the time to make the long-awaited Carnivale Koopa Pete keychain. Finally! I've been promising it for weeks now. And yesterday, I know yesterday was supposed to be my day off, but you know what? It was the only time I had. Carnivale Koopa Pete, right there. So what's happening with this guy? He is 70 millimeters by 68 millimeters. Like, he's a nice size. I like to make my keychains big. And his clothes and his feathers are all rendered in a faux glitter pattern from the glitter brush set that I have. And I do believe I have the glitter brush set linked in the Discord for those of you that have the Clip Studio Paint and want to use it. And the border is a gradient rainbow with actual glitter inside. Now, I don't know if the glitter will overlay Koopa Pete. Not from the preview. And of course, because he's the star of the show, his clip is star shape and gold. And down here you have regular Koopa Pete, who is smaller, as you can tell from his clip. And so this I would nickname Deluxe Koopa Pete. I've actually had requests for merch of him, and I finally got the time. He's finally here, and I programmed my bot to advertise him every 55 minutes. And of course, I will be announcing him more later on today on my socials. I will put him up in my link tree, stuff like that. But yeah, there you have it. Finally, Koopa Pete. You got the front and back. I decided that it would be better to just mirror him instead of giving him an actual back, because the front is much more entertaining. The back here looks like it has the glitter on top of it, so it depends. It depends what you guys prefer. if you prefer to showcase the front or the back. But it looks like the back, the glitter is on top of him, which is better if you ask me. And here we have the product details. High quality acrylic materials, made from sturdy and eco-friendly acrylic, 3.5mm thickness and excellent light transmittance. Use notes, the protective film covers both sides. Please peel it off before use. I hope there's going to be more instructions because I know some people struggle with assuming. And here we have a size comparison. It's a little wider, but shorter than a credit card. So you got a good handful of Koopa Pete right there. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and of course the link will be automatically shared every 55 minutes, like I said. And there you have it for announcement. I got some new paints. I am happy with my new paints. We've almost reached the goal for the caddy that I need, because after that we're going for like hard mode, super hard mode of financing. Hey, I'm here and eating lunch. Hi, Ronald. I finally got Carnivale Koopa Pete done. I will go for a tour box because despite loving my I'm gonna put myself on Do Not Disturb because, dude, now you're doing it on frickin' purpose. Despite loving my tab mate, it's being a little bitch right now. So I'm aiming for a tour box so I can do my frickin' work. Speaking of frickin' work. Oh, I'm on yo-yo. I do not want the yo-yo. Where is my... There we go. I said... Ah! Maybe if I actually use the right color. There we go! Oh, that works so much better when you use the correct color for your projects. So other than me showing off that I can use world shopping, sorry, for to get stuff directly from Japan because I can't wait because I love Koretake too much. What did you guys do this week? I know Ronald is eating lunch. I also found out, well, Carlo robbed the person that colored my Mario tribute to Toriyama, the piece that I call Mario Slump. I went out to eat yesterday. Yee. I'm giggling, but at the same time, Ronald does more than I do. Because I don't go out if I can't help it. I did do something else fun that I didn't point out yet. I went to the museum in a long time. Because, like, on Thursday, I had to bring my parents' Jeep to the garage to get the oil and tires changed. And it was going to take like an hour and a half. And I was like, I don't really feel like shopping because that'll be like a lot of moving around, and I'll be tired by the time I have to walk back to the garage. And then suddenly I realized, you know what? I'm an adult. Despite the fact that I'm the same height I was in 6th grade. I'm an adult. With adult money. You know what else is within walking distance? The frickin' museum. Why don't I go to the museum? I like going to museums. Which is what I did. I started walking towards the museums. Then I got a panic phone call from my sister asking me if it was me that she saw on the side of the road and if I needed a lift. And I was like, no, it's on purpose. I'm doing this out of my own volition. I'm going to the museum to pass the time. And she was like, oh, I mean, I was wondering if it was really you. I mean, yes, I know me outside doing actual exercise. That's not natural. But no, I'm doing it on purpose. Ronald is saying, I was going to mow my lawn, but that will have to wait. Plus, also change the battery, oil filter, and air filter in my Generac generator. Don't ask me to say that twice in a row. Ronald keeps himself busy. Maintenance, very important maintenance. So what did I do at the museum? I knew that they had 2 permanent exhibitions and they always have 1 temporary one. So I went specifically to go see what was on temporary display. And I learned a lot about a person that turned out to be like super important to my region. Capitaine Pierre Fortin. Like he did a lot. He was worried in the 1800s, mind you. He was worried about the environment. He was concerned about the survival of our community. He was concerned about a lot of things, and he was first and foremost a sailor. But near the end of his career, he was also technically a politician in favor of my region. Like, he wanted to bring more ways of communication, like the entire Morse code connection. Look, I read the damn thing in French, okay? I'm trying to translate. It's thanks to him that we were able to open the region more so we could have more import/export and he was trying to protect our fish from overfishing and from fishing from strangers. And he helped bring more ways of transport here, so like the train and stuff like that. It was much more interesting at the actual museum than the way I'm talking about it. Like they had mini games. They had this real big heavy ship wheel that you had to turn, and there would be different photos. It was like a really, really big wooden Viewmaster. And it would switch the photos and the descriptions. And there was a Morse code machine that if you type SOS correctly on it, there was a display of a lighthouse next to it, and you would hear a foghorn, and the light of the lighthouse would go on. And it was also against poaching. You would actively fight poaching. So you had 3 samples of eggs that people would poach, and on the background, those eggs were hidden. 6 of them were hidden. I only found 4. And you had to find the eggs and identify what kind of eggs they were depending on the pattern on them. So that was fun and informative, unlike the way I'm explaining it. Not gonna lie, Shiro, you're better at explaining art than you are at explaining museum exhibits. Yeah, well, I've been on art for a long time. I've been to that exhibit once. So Shiro, how do you draw intestines? The exact same way I draw braids. Because I'm creative. Stay hydrated. Also, I had lunch earlier, but I think I'm entitled to a couple Sour Patch Kids. Not sponsored, but this is like the super mix Sour Patch Kids with cherries and watermelon pieces. They are so good. Ridiculously good. Not sponsored, I swear to God, they're just really good. But hey, if they want to sponsor me, I mean, I'm open. Sour Patch Kids not interested. Nerds, call me. Now, you see this kangaroo, son? Yeah? He is screwed. I am capable of behaving, I swear. I just don't wanna. Riz, riz, riz. Riz, 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 went the brushy. Rub, 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 went the pen. Non, mais j'ai tombé de la misère. There's at least one other design that I've had in mind for a while for my small merch store. Because yeah, I got the TeePublic/Dashery for the t-shirts and stuff like that, but like they offer magnets and like one type of magnet, one type of sticker. Like recently they were all proud they added socks. But like you need more diversification, you know what I mean? And at least the ACG Goods store lets me make keychain, and eventually I will get to transferring a lot of these designs as stickers. I just gotta pick what I want. But it does make me wish that I made more money so I could afford an assistant. But it's not like I can put assistant on throne. It feels a little too much slave. Hi, yeah, I would like one of these and just a guy at a typewriter. Like a gopher for the gopher, because I'm the gopher in my house. I'm also clearly the spirit human. At least they look happy when they see me coming, so... Who's they? Oh, everybody. My parents, the dog. My sister, who was worried for my mental health because I was walking willingly. Oop, bonne couleur. Another thing I found interesting in the museum that I didn't see last time. Our museum is on 2 floors. Bottom floor is the permanent exposition on ancient boats. The virtual reality experience, that's 10 minutes, and I didn't have time for that because I spent too much time at Pierre Fortin. The archives, the boutique, and then there's a set of stairs, and the top floor is the permanent exposition on my city, my town, and the temporary exposition. What I didn't see last time was that they added some frames on the wall on your way up. Like the stairs goes up, then there's a little platform, then goes up again. So on that little platform, there's a wall, of course, separating the first floor from the second floor. And there were some frames. Now, I wouldn't have really paid attention to those frames, like a quick look and then I'm done. But 2 of those frames are backlit. And I was like, something's happening if these 2 specific frames are backlit. So I started looking for a little card, and there was a little metal plate that said, wave your hand in front of the language you want. And the metal plate said French on one side and English on the other side. So after waving my hand a little bit until I got it to work, the left painting turned out it was a screen, and it animated, and it was Jacques Cartier talking to other people of different times about how he discovered Canada, and the other ones were like, And the reason why there were 2 frames backlit was that after a while he got up and walked to the other painting to pour some wine and explain some more and bring the wine back to the other people at the table he was talking to. So that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I like that. And of course, can't forget when doing these types of creatures. We need some filth! Because is it really believable as an undead creature if there is no filth and flies around the juice? almost forgot his little cheekies. We got 3 people watching. That's nice. Hello, 3 people. You haven't crashed yet, you. I think I scared it. Good. Oh, did I accidentally? Yeah, I accidentally. There. And we're back. Oh, I gotta bar out. You're done. Do you remember Fairy Tale Theater with Shelley Duvall? It may be one show from the 80s I think you would like. I did not watch it. I don't know if it was ever shown here. Like, I learned about it very recently. I can't even tell you from where. It's not even a secret. I just don't remember from where, but I know what you're talking about. I just never seen it as a child. I've never seen it, period. But it was not on my radar as a child. Oh, perfect. Looking for references. And here we are learning why, when using monkeys and apes in movies, they usually resort to chimps. I am currently using a Hamadryas baboon. I could have used a more colorful Guinea baboon. But we're at the zoo, we're learning shit. Hi Shiro, hope I didn't miss too much. Hi Cartoon Cat Girl. I beware around baboons and mandrills, it can get quite vicious. Exactly! That's why I picked a baboon. Cat Girl, if you're paying attention to the screen right now... And yeah, you didn't really miss much. I finished a kangaroo and I got started on the monkeys. Though in this case it's more apes, I do believe. No, it's a monkey, they got a tail. So, I did announce that I finally got around to doing Carnivale Koopa Pete, which features a faux glitter pattern on his clothes and on his feathers. But from what I'm seeing, the backside also has the glitter in front of him, on top of him, while the front side has him normally printed with the glitter on the border and the rainbow gradient. And because he's a star of the show, I decided to make his clasp a gold star compared to regular Koopa Pete, who has a green star. So there you have it. He's finally frickin'ly real. The Carnivale Koopa Pete keychain. Oh, and speaking of the devil, my my bot just announced the Carnivale Koopa Pete keychain. Sometimes I'm capable of thinking ahead. Good job, me. Put. Hi, Coco. I do get a kick out of these two characters just looking at everything like, how educational! How long before the June color challenge? Well, it will depend on the calendar. It will be Saturday, 6th of June, looks like. Just realized I forgot to put the glaze on the on the kangaroo page. Here, save me that real quick. Would be so cool if I had memory. Could you imagine if I remembered to do shit? Alright, I'll have to tell my friends and family about it. And of course, the offset. Now that page is done. Oops. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to draw the entire thing and then I'm going to put bars. How was your Mother's Day, by the way? It was pretty uneventful because we decided to celebrate Mother's Day the day before for reasons of me having a live stream and for reasons of Lobster actually being easier to find on any day other than Mother's Day. So we celebrated Mother's Day the day before, and for that I offered Mom some of my time, pretty much forcing her to sit the fuck down and get some painting done, because she always says she wants to get some painting done, but she needs parallel play. So that's what we did. Mom doesn't feel comfortable sharing her paintings yet, but that's okay. She does like the second one better than the first one. The way I'm rendering these butt cheeks is like IR baboon. For those who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, IR baboon, cow and chicken, I am weasel. No? Look it up! Oh, I know. On the hard part, let's get my baboon back. There we go. For said color challenge, and one idea I have involves magical drop 3, and no, it isn't the world. I told you guys before how much I love this brush because I love this brush. It's like this brush gets me, man. I can imagine, like, the son going, "What's going on here, Dad?" And the dad is like, "Survival of the fittest, son." After the zoo, therapy for the next 5 years. Still baffled that no one has taken the time to translate magical drop F. Well, so what's stopping you? I mean, this is the 50s. Are we really that far from, you have ghosts in your blood, you should do cocaine about it? Are we really that far from that era? So after this, would you guys rather I work on another episode of Welcome Home Nephew to cleanse the palate? Or would you rather I work on another horror story? Or should I say another original horror story? I'm for either one. You know, this reminds me of that time that I had a poll if people wanted more Yoshi's or Pokemon merch. And the poll ended perfect 50-50. So, yeah, you guys are not helping. As long as it's not too gory or graphic. It'll be less gory than this one. You have a gift with horror. Too bad your computer that you used for Gilligan's Island Dojinshi died. Scratch that. Exploded. Yeah, it exploded. It, things happened. And thank you for saying I have a gift for horror. I try. I'm doing the, I'm following the outline of the monkeys. Because I just feel it's gonna give it a look, you know? Especially considering I'm taking off a lot of that blue now. I've had several people so far tell me that they would like to see A Day at the Zoo in print. And that is very nice of them. And no, I'm not gonna finish that sentence with, but I will not, or I don't think. I do want to see it in print too. Would you want to see it as a little standalone book, or as part of an anthology? I mean, I can do both. I can make it a little standalone until I have enough for an anthology. And it's funny that Coco mentions I have a gift for horror, because horror short stories were my specialty in high school. You know, when they made you write under different themes, made you write poems, made you write essays, made you write resumes, made you write the monkey's chain, the monkey's fist, the monkey! Symbols intensify. Oh, sorry, before Disney copyright strikes me. Not symbols, drums. But what I was really, really good at was horror short stories. Like, I used to read a lot of those. Like, I read Baudelaire's translation of Edgar Allan Poe, because, of course, French school, French books. And, of course, during French class, when it was time to learn about horror short stories, they would pass out passages of books, and that's how I learned about Guy de Maupassant, and how we needed to fucking lighten up. Because honestly, reading a Guy de Maupassant short story is the equivalent of spending 9 minutes reading about some guy going, it's scary, I don't like it, leave me alone. Then they turn around. He was a torch shirt sold. He was a friggin' crybaby. That's what he was. You know, if I actually wrote resumes the way I want, instead of following the guidelines of the teacher to get a good grade, oh, my resumes would be much meaner. I could only do cute. Well, do you like doing cute? Because I like doing cute sometimes. I am known for my cute shit. Because most of the time, when I feel like drawing, it's usually something cute. Art is like writing in this way that you want to draw or write for yourself first. So when you write or draw and like what you see, then it's gonna come out the way you want. If it still doesn't, study. Study people that you know are expert in that subject matter. I do, don't get me wrong. Oh, I 100% believe you that you study. I'm just saying, like, for other people that would be listening. Honestly, there is nothing quite like imagining something, putting it on paper, and seeing it looking right. That's what happened when I use AI. No. You did nothing. You did nothing. I put in the prompts. It's not the same. It is not the same at all. I cannot stress how not the same it is. I mean, it's probably also the same reason why I am mostly using digital art, but I love to still buy some paints and papers, because getting dirty is part of the fun. Says getting dirty is part of the fun. Proceeds to spit on their screen again. Why are you painting their flesh red? It's not their flesh. Here it is. If you gotta draw a baboon, you gotta remember that they have butts. So of course you gotta color the butts. The butts are an important part of the ecosystem. Oops, not you. I'm gonna color the bars, if only to give a little bit of contrast with the baboons. I originally wanted to draw the baboons in silhouette, but I felt like you guys were gonna feel like it was lazy. Because they're very, very, very fluffy baboons. It would have also had like a very plump silhouette. Wouldn't have been able to see much. And this is an educative book. We're learning about animals. And that baboons have terrible table manners. What a bunch of animals! Arm's a little crampy. But I believe the baboons are done. Just gotta remember to render them, which we forgot last time. Place your heart work here. Isn't that lovingly questionable? Are we learning yet, kids? Like, everybody's been pretty calm so far, and then there's the monkeys. Like, here we had to give him a rat to make sure he didn't turn around and snap the nose off the kid. And here we had to cover the llama's head to make sure he doesn't turn around and snap at the kid. But then you have the monkeys. Hey, we're the monkeys. All right, hey, yeah. Well, just say the rest of the words, Shiro. I don't know the rest of the words. I believe we have established that I am an idiot and I use my memory randomly. True. All right. Oh, gonna change my reference. Ignore the animalese. I'm sorry, but alligators, when they got their mouth open, they're cute AF. Like, they're so cute. Still dangerous. But if I had the opportunity to pet one in a safe environment, I absolutely totally would. I just want to scratch right there on the fat part under the cheeks there. Scratch, scratch. Excuse me, guys. I've been sleepy today. I'll make a better effort on the turtle in a minute there. I actually petted a baby alligator once. My little sister's elementary school had an animal expert appear one night. They sound like pew-pew lasers, don't they? Baby alligators. And this is why, as humans, we have terrible self-preservation skills. Once we find something cute, we're just gonna want to touch it, you know? I once knew a local wildlife expert who was on Thompson Road years ago. I don't know if he's still alive or not. Well, we could ask. Excuse me? Anybody home? I always wanted to hold a tiger cub, but just any big cat cub. Aww. I love how they both look extremely dangerous and at the same time, what am I doing here? Do I even exist? You know, because baby cats always look like they have no idea what's going on. Baby dogs do the same, except that they're sad on top of that. Baby cats are bewildered, so baby giant cats are bewildered and they can eat your hand. Heard there's a profession where you burp snow leopard cubs. Oh. I do know that there are dogs assigned to cheetahs, I believe, because cheetahs are incredibly anxious. So, apparently my mom is a cheetah. It's better for their health to have a dog next to them. I wouldn't put Lily next to them, though, because if the plan is to lower their anxiety... Here's the thing with Lily, okay? She's not a big fan of dogs the same size of her, but she loves big dogs, and she wants to meet the big dog, and she has a completely different energy with big dogs that big dogs can't handle. She managed to tire out a husky once. A husky! This dog managed to tire it out a husky. It was like, oh, I'm allowed to play with that dog? Ho 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 ho! The husky ended up running away from her and hiding on top of a snowbank where she couldn't reach. Can I see you bigger, please? Ignore that, also a normal sound. That is way too far. Wonder how Lily would feel if she came across my mom's Great Pyrenees. In heaven. Because she'd be like, giant dogs that look like me? If she sees dog her own size, she's like, eh. Like, she'll try to play with them a little bit, but if they don't want to play with her, she loses interest after a while. When she sees big dog, oh! Like, imagine sparkles in my eyes there. She looks at big dogs the way I look at spinach. Trivia about crocodiles and alligators. All of their jaw strength is focused in closing them, not opening. That is true. If you guys ever watch any Steve Irwin, rest in peace, they really just put like some regular duct tape around their noses to keep their jaws shut. Because it's really just about this snap. After that, opening it is like, eh. It's kind of like this finger. I'm showing my ring finger. Like, it's easier to keep it closed, and it's really hard to open it because the nerve is not made that way. It's really about clamping down on the prey. I also know of a seafood shop that has a dwarf caiman. Un caiman, ça se dit un caiman en français, okay? As a pet. Fair warning, they do play a bit rough. Yeah. 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 I know Cartoon Cat Girl is talking about a Great Pyrenees, and I'm just thinking about Lily, and yeah. Maybe that's what it would take to get her to calm her 7 tits a bit. You know, where you're like, bullying needs to come back. Lily is an example of that. She needs to get bullied. I'm allowed to joke about bullying. I was bullied a lot as a kid. I don't even know how big a snapping turtle is next to an alligator, so I'm gonna make it a bit smaller so we can see that it's tied to a rope. Yes, it's cruel. Yeah, it's on purpose. I want PETA to get mad at me. No real animals were harmed during the making of this comic. I would not harm real animals. I do not care about the welfare of imaginary animals. I'm fine looking at alligators and crocodiles at a distance, but not up close. I still freeze every time I see a crocodile animatronic at the Rainforest Cafe. I have no sense of self-preservation. I would talk back to a 7-foot guy. But like I said, in a safe environment, I would gladly pet an adult one. In a safe, controlled environment. I'm not the type of tourist to see a bison minding its own goddamn business and going, I'm gonna go pet it. If it's not in a petting zoo, I am not petting a wild animal. Okay? Okay. I may have no sense of self-preservation, but at the same time, you know, use a little bit of common sense. You know, just a little. Ooh, ah, just a little bit, just a little bit. Here's the thing I like about this snapping turtle. It has scales like Bowser, so we're gonna give him pointy scales. we're talking about things that scare us, I'm still, like, very uncomfortable with zombies. I know it's hard to believe, but I mean, real life. I know what I'm drawing, but... like, seeing zombies in a live-action movie, that makes me uncomfortable. And we're almost at 3 o'clock. Oh my goodness, already! And I got stuff to do. So we're gonna stop here for now. We finished a kangaroo, we drew the monkeys, and I picked baboons. And we got the sketch done for the alligator and the snapping turtle. After that, what's left would be the giraffe. So that's probably what we're going to do next week. We're going to finish this panel. Then we're going to do the giraffe panel, and then we are going to start work on the ending. Because yes, this is going somewhere. I'm almost done with my water too. Nice. Anybody wants a nondescript sour gummy? Here, have the cherry. It's the best ones. It was nice chatting with you. It was nice chatting with you too, Ronald. Thank you for the gruesome show, Shiro. Your comic looks bloody awesome today. Thank you, Paul. Cartoon Cat Girl, man, time flies when you're having fun. Thank you. If you guys are entertained, that's good. That is good. I'm doing my best. I'm trying not to zone out when I work, so I keep talking to you guys, but sometimes it just can't be helped, and I just... I've never really been to a zoo, but I have been to Marineland. Back when it wasn't fucking creepy with how empty it is. And I did see some marine animals, belugas, killer whales, of course, at the time. I think they still got belugas, actually. Did I see penguins? I definitely saw dolphins. Tasted shark. I don't think they had a full aquarium. And I did pet baby deer. They had this, and now that I think about it, it's very questionable. They had this, like it was kind of like a castle rampart thingy. Like there's a wall, and then there's a big space, and then there's another wall, and then you get to the rides. And it's got like that big cage grill kind of thing, door going on. And in that space, it was paved, stone paved, and that's where the baby deer was. And I know they were baby deer because they still had the spots on them, and they were very, very short, and there was like, at the time, there were like 3 or 4 albino ones. And like, at the time it was cute to get to pet them, but now that I'm thinking about it, where were the parents? Where were the mother deers? Where were the keepers, the human employees taking care of these baby deers? Where's the food? They're walking on stone. They're walking on cobblestone. What the actual fuck? And they were part of the advertisement. Friendship Cove, Ontario. Marineland is the place to go, baby deer. No mothers, no grass, on cobblestone. What? I'm laughing now, but holy That's not normal. That couldn't have been good for the deer. Like, they're socialized with tourists, but not, like, correctly socialized? What the fuck? I don't think they have the deer anymore. They don't have much. Like I said, I think they still got the belugas, but it's very, very minimized compared to before. Like, they bought a lot of land and did nothing with it. Like, there's big, like, highways of walking. They closed all the rides. Like, oh. Like, just close the place, man. Just close the place. At this point, if you're not gonna take care of your park, just close the place. Find a good place for the animals that you have left, you know? But anyway, it's the end of the stream. So you guys know what that means. Time to read fast. Extra special caramel, drizzle, rainbow, sprinkle, chocolate syrup. Thanks to our supporters: Amber B, Paul K, Miss Innoviz, Bad at Multiplayers, Blosses, Laura S, Jeff B, Artsy Tanuk, Mario 369, Red Reaper, Noah, then Twinkle the Scraggler, and the part-time supporters: Super Dude at 808, Rocket Mouse, and Spirited Dragon 808, I think. Enlightening Spirited Dragon 808. I couldn't make it this time, but I'm glad that I'm struggling to make it. Enlightening Spirited Dragon 938. There we go. I'm glad to struggle with it because that means I get more support so I can keep doing this. You guys are the best. And next live stream, let's reopen the calendar. Next live stream, of course, next Sunday, May 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time. I don't know you. I don't know your life. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. Had a lot of fun today. Had a lot of fun drawing it. I'll see you guys next week. I love you all. And bye-bye.